Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Last episode, we partook in the Kuttenberg tournament of swordsmen, of duelers. People from far and wide came and tested their mettle against one another, and I came out on top. And, yeah, that kind of sums it up very quickly. This episode, I'm gonna see what's going on. Our friend Catherine gave us a quest to investigate a series of murders, or a murder, a very vicious murder of one of her co-workers, a tavern wench. We were sent to examine the body and just find out what's going on here.
So, let's see what we have here. My God, someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there.
That's gross.
Buckets of blood.
That's kind of gross.
Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place I found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look.
Let's examine her mouth first. This is gross.
Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue's still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God. That madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards?
Oh my God. Better not to think of it. Both of those questions, but like maybe he kept everything, maybe he threw them away. Better not to think about it. Let's go with that. Oh my God.
Better not to think about it.
Let's see what's going on with her head.
Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what colour it was.
It's suggesting the whole trophies thing again. I should.
Maybe there's something more to it.
Yeah. Trophy
what if the
collecting.
murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy?
And we gotta examine her limbs still, and then we can go over it all.
Just some scratches and bruises. That's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
This seems a little... yeah, I don't know if Catherine's involved. I feel like this is something a little more.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. Then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning.
The guy's a freak.
Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
What, was she a working girl and a customer wasn't very happy, or there's some jealousy? I don't know. Like, Detective Henry's on the case. We're gonna find out. We gotta do a little bit more investigating. Who else do we need to talk to around here? We need to talk to the gravedigger, of course.
That's good. The town needs
Intrude on their
brave men who can
breakfast
take
or
up
dinner or
arms, just the tools of their trade.
breakfast, I think. What time is it?
We need
It's
to
breakfast.
prepare
It's breakfast time.
ourselves.
Christ, take a bath. You look terrible.
And we're gonna be talking about this. This is unfortunate for them.
Must be the local gravedigger.
I'm
That's
I'm
right.
under
They call me
investigation.
František. At
I
least
gotta-
them that can speak
I'm
with
in the
him.
investigation. Let's introduce ourselves. Try and make it a little more personal
I'm Henry.
before we start
Greetings,
talking
Henry.
about the
What do you
details.
need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
Well, I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
It's a
Like
messed up
what
question.
Exactly?
Who
Why would he-
killed her?
Why would I want to take
Why?
anything? I want justice. Should I go with that? Or I can go with the... I have 30 on the medium one, so I'm going
I'm
to go
in
with that.
service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who is responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense.
It worked.
At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
I think we
Who
got a
is this
serial
Lumiere?
killer in
He
Kuttenberg.
used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
I think we got a... There's a series of murders he had just said. They're all the same. I think there's a serial killer in Kuttenberg. Someone's just lurking about being an absolute demon. How many been killed?
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Oh my god, that is a lot of murders.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can
Detective
help
Henry
you.
is on the
It's worth a
case.
try.
Come on.
I heard
Give me-
she
give me
was
some
killed
help
by
here.
the town walls, close to the hole in the wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks.
Oh no.
What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Alright. Well, you've helped me a lot. That's a lot of
Thanks.
information.
You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually,
God.
wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
I feel like I need like a trench coat and like a fedora. Becoming like a private investigator. This case is just being busted wide open. We're getting a lot of information. Where are we going next? We just got pointed in 3 different directions. Okay. Gotta go across the street and see Lumiere. We can go talk to Alice's friend. And we can go to the crime scene, which is kind of far away. We'll go to the crime scene last. Let's go talk to Lumiere first. He seems crucial in the matter. He knows about the other murders. He's in no state to be talking right now, clearly, but we're gonna try and get something out of him. Oh my god. Okay. You okay? Alright, we good? We good to go?
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
This isn't gonna go well.
Some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion.
I have Marigold. Oh wait, can I just get him more drunk? No, let's try and get him
This should sober him up.
Sober, yeah. Like, it's a serious matter. Give. I have 2 strong ones. I'll give him one of the strong ones.
Here. Drink up.
Not strong, but meat, like normal.
Better?
Normal strength.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
They say that about you?
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
Did he try and follow the trail of the
I
murders?
need your help.
If I were you, lad,
Couldn't figure it
I'd
out.
leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it. Except for me.
It sounds
We let
like
it
it.
be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
She deserves justice. I simply can't let her killer run free.
You mean well. But you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Is he drunk again? Why is he pointing at me like
searched
that?
high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I'm a genius. I can use my brain, and that's only at 18. I don't think I'm going to try and get that one. I'm going to try and do the nightly one. This hard level one. I got 27 in it.
Because I'm stubborn. And I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth no matter what.
You think that will suffice?
Yes.
If not,
Let's
I'd have
go,
been dead
Henry.
long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yaka was a maid too,
Maids.
as were
Okay.
most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no, I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
It's got all the makings for a good detective story so far. I'm very invested already. Did he have any suspects? Did you get that far? That's what I'm curious
Did you
about.
have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a
And the
big
bailiff
city
runs the
with a lot of
jailhouse
people.
and the
Silver,
laws.
silver, silver.
So he's kind of like a
Mining
cop.
it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiffs one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back.
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until... recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
He messed something up. He messed something up. Do I want like all the nitty-gritty details about every single victim? I don't know if I do.
And what about the other 2 victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either.
So
There's
that's a
nobody
dead
else
end.
left who could tell us anything about them.
Yeah, so there's a dead end right there. Tell me about Yarka.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Oh my god.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
Starting to think I need like a black and white filter going on during all of this. Tighten up the screen.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The
Hole in the
innkeeper,
Wall?
Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him.
I've gotten comfy at
But
the
he
hole in the
isn't all
wall.
that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
So many people to talk to.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
Okay. I'll sum it up on the way over. I think I
Alright.
got everything.
It seems I know everything I need to know. It seems there's some killer on the loose here. He murders brunette girls and disfigures their bodies.
Oh, Henry's
His
got it.
first victim was apparently the
Never mind.
maid Yarka. I'll go and question her guardian, Father Prokop. Another two possible victims of the same killer are Stanya and Zdena. They both hung around a dodgy tavern called the Hole in the Wall.
There has to be some hidden connection between these cases. I hope you'll find it, since I couldn't.
I hope so. Otherwise we won't have anything to go on.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
I hope I don't disappoint you either. I'm invested in this. I'm invested in this myself. So we can run by and discover something about Yarka's background, the first victim, and then we'll run over to the hole in the wall and question the people there. It's unfortunate that the hole in the wall is kind of getting exposed for how shady it really is. It is the den of the guild, which is like a ring of thieves that run around in Kuttenberg, and now I gotta go question people that are involved in a ring of murders. Yeah, it's a den of thieves for sure. But I got a room there. Servant Thaddeus, is this someone I can talk to? Maybe. No, I can't talk to him. I can't open this door though. Oh. Okay. All right. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You swine!
What is happening here? They're running after me with swords. I was trying to find someone. I realized I ran past him. The father that I'm supposed to talk to. You guys got to leave me alone. This isn't how it's supposed to go. I will outrun both of you. Like, there's no contest. I'm out of here. Taking it up to the walls. Hopefully this door opens. If this door doesn't open, I'm in trouble. This door doesn't open. Hold up. Hold up. They're not gonna find me. I was just trying to find a quest giver. Alright, well there you go. Parkour. No chance they find me. Hopefully... Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hopefully they're done looking for me.
My God! Why are you all covered in blood?
Don't worry about that.
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Oh, the guard wants to talk to me behind me. Oh, there's another guard coming behind me. I don't know what I did. You gentlemen are gonna have to wait. I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, yes.
Oh my god.
Those poor souls are already at God's side. And revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
There's a small crowd gathering around me to watch whatever is about to happen to me with the guards. I'm pretty sure this is just because I was trespassing. Okay.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I'm I mean, I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, when she was smaller, it was fine. But when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
I gotta keep asking questions.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna be hard on him for that, because I feel like it's, I don't know, I'm just gonna lose reputation for it, but it is unfortunate to say that it's a disgrace. I'm gonna change the topic. Sounds like a kind of a rough upbringing. Why don't you like Lumiere?
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business.
I guess it doesn't
You needn't
really
concern
matter.
yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
But this is important. Do I look like someone who's asking out of curiosity?
All right.
Losing reputation anyway.
Accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
Okay, so I guess we know what happened with Lumiere now, and now why he's not kind of wanting to talk about it. He accused this priest who raised this girl after her parents died from a young age to he tried to be a father while being a priest, and it sounded like it didn't work out, and it pushed her the wrong way.
What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka.
What is he doing now? This guy's doing a jig.
Ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Okay, that's
I've
enough.
heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Time for the consequences. Let's
I'll
see.
give you some
Let's see
good
what's about to
advice.
happen with the guards.
Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
He's just trying to find out what's going on. There's a serial killer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Why is everybody beating me up? Oh my god. Oh my god. Just a whole crowd of people. Oh. Oh my god. Why? Why? I'm trying to investigate some murders. People. Am I saying? Oh my god. 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 Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Pebbles. Pebbles, please. No, I can't. Pebbles, you need to be faster. Are they done? They're done? I heard. Let's go. The guard is still on his way.
Quick!
Oh, what was that? Just for trespassing. Just for a second of trespassing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. Holy. Can I go back?
Quick!
Can I finish my investigation into the murders? Oh my god, they're still looking for me. They're still looking for me. I'll talk to a guard if I have to. I'll talk to a guard if I have just to be done with it. Just let me continue my investigation. Yeah, let's talk. I don't want to report a band of thieves. Oh, here we go. The guy's behind me. What? Why is it?
Mercy!
I surrender. I surrender.
You want that dog of yours to bite me? You'll have to buy a big indulgence for that. And be glad I haven't called a knacker for your dog. Once we get that dealt with, I'll search you to see if you've stolen anything.
What am I even in trouble for? What am I even in trouble for right now? You're blaming Mutt for something?
This is unbelievable. I'm a man of honor from a good family. And I'm in no mood to be negotiating with a peasant like you.
Goddamn, Henry.
I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Oh my god. Put all your weapons away, all of you. All of you. Like, what? Everyone just turned hostile against me for some reason. This is... Oh my god. Let me heal up. Let me bandage myself after just getting randomly ganged up on by half the city of Kuttenberg. I don't even... I was losing track of what that conversation was even about. Like, I got most of the details. He raised the first victim. That the father raised the first victim, and unfortunately, we summed it up earlier. I'm just trying to recap it for myself after getting my head knocked around by everybody. Okay, next thing we gotta do is go to the hole in the wall and question some people there.
Easy.
This is a huge city, and there's a lot of places to hide. I would think in a castle. It could be any, like the killer could be any of these beggars, any of these miners. It could be anybody. And there's hundreds of people in this city.
Whoa.
Here we are. I love this tavern, mostly because of this. Mostly because of this. The hole in the wall. Okay. Everybody is outside by the looks of things. Yeah, here's Mole. We'll talk to Mole first.
What are you here for, friend?
Are we just gonna come outright and ask, did Stanya work here?
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya? Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I own a room here. What does it matter?
What does it matter? I want you to tell me something, so you should tell me.
Kindly leave it up to me what I should or shouldn't tell you. So, I'll ask you again. Are you a good guest or a bad guest?
Are you kidding? I'm a good guest.
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
He spends money.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests.
Of course.
A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
Right when he said maybe she worked here, I could tell that he was gonna swindle me for some money, I think. Yeah, let's give him the 10. It's only 10 groschen, that's fine.
What I want to know.
Ask away.
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
So simple.
She disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
That's kind of spooky. Like a ghost.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, They definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I'm curious if they sold me the room that she was staying in. I wouldn't be surprised now that I'm talking more and more to this innkeeper. Can I win this easy and say I don't want to pay anything, but will he just say I'm not going to tell you if I don't pay anything? It is only 50 groschen if I pay him, but I'm going to try and go for this easy route.
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you can answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask
Good
me
call,
anything
Henry.
you want.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
I'm curious about the bard. I'm curious about the bard that he just kind of brushed over, and I'm picking up on some consistencies. Because the first victim, the daughter of the priest, Yacker, or yeah, I apologize for forgetting her name already. That's a little unfortunate, but we're on Stanya right now. That's the point. The first victim also went to an inn to go and listen to music, and now this girl Stanya is also being mentioned that she liked to hang out with a particular bard.
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He
That's
called
exactly
himself
William,
As far
the
as
bard.
I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer.
I'm gonna follow the music in this case, as they say. I think William's been mentioned twice now. So William is a bard who hangs out with the miners in the miner tavern. Where can I find Barton? Because I might as well. I am gonna go beeline it right for William after this conversation, I think.
Where can
But
I find
I
this
might as well
Barton?
get the
I
information.
already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if
I
was
know
you,
where the charcoal
I'd
camp
look
is.
somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
I know where the charcoal camp is.
That's all I need to know.
Okay, so we got William and a guy who is like way outside of the city. I'm gonna stay inside the city and investigate what's going on with this, like, here first. And we gotta talk to Sternad. If Sternad mentions music, then it kind of just solidifies William.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdena?
Who the fuck are you?
That's a
Just
great
an
way to
ordinary
greet
bloke
somebody.
who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. We won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
I can go for it and just try and talk to him, but if I fight him and, like, win the fight, I'll win his respect. I bet.
Better men have tried it than a cock puller like you.
Cock puller? I'll fucking pull your cock clean off.
Oh,
Get you!
I don't want that.
Enough!
That's not what I meant to say.
Enough!
Mercy!
I give
I
up!
surrender!
I just said I surrendered twice. It's not what I meant to yell out.
Well, had enough.
Fuck yeah. Damn it. What the hell do you want from me?
Talk. Where's Denna?
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
Okay, so right, Denna's a thief, and this Sternad was her partner in crime, I believe.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs.
Oh,
Made him
my
sing
God.
songs and that.
Oh, my God.
And once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
I'm waiting for it. William the Minstrel. It's definitely him. He's hanging out with all of these girls. He leaves town and comes back after the murders. It's definitely this musician. I've heard all I need to know. I've heard all I need to know. Where the hell is William? Watch this all just be a clever ploy. And I'm just being set up. William the Bard. Where are you at? The second guy started talking about music. He just brushed over the Bard. And then Father Prokop also had mentioned the Bard. Here he is. Bard William.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other?
He's
Do I
got a
owe you
sword.
money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Yeah, let's try and scare him.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. But you should. It's in your own best interest.
What are you talking about?
If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up begging in the streets. Because I'll break all your fingers, and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
Let's go.
No! Come on, I didn't do anything!
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one doing something to you.
Come on! All right then. Ask away.
Let's not go with the questioning first, because then he might get a little scared, I guess.
Do you remember Zdena? You knew her, didn't you?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. As far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around.
Now all we have is hearsay. Now all we have is hearsay. So let's go with what Father Prokop... Yarka. Yarka is the first girl's name, my bad. I don't know if that's what I said earlier.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
The way he kind of like put his hand to his mouth and like kind of breathed out, he's getting antsy.
And I hear you knew
I think.
Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together.
He's
But
trying to
she
lie
was
now,
always
too.
the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on. I could have any woman if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
And what about Alice? Did you know her?
Who is
I know
the
a
most
lot of
recent of the
Alice's.
victims.
You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
And all these
I
different
had
people...
nothing to do with it.
All these different people had something to say about you, sir.
Confess, or this won't end well for you.
What do you mean, won't end well?
If you come clean and get lucky, they'll hang you. If not, you'll get the rack. So, did you do it?
No, I didn't!
I don't believe you.
I don't believe a word you say, and I'll make certain you pay for your deeds.
You're out of your mind! I didn't do nothing to those girls. Nobody will believe you.
Oh my god, I can just take care of him myself? That's messed up. I don't know what to say. Well, I hit the lack of reaction is making me question myself. Like, he did try and lie. He did try and squirm out of it. He's claiming that he didn't know them. He's deflecting a lot. He's deflecting a lot. What if I say I'll take care of you myself? Does that muddle the whole thing up? If I'm wrong? Does the killer get away? I'm gonna say we'll see about that.
We'll see about that.